Hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, dude. Sorry about that. Dog's getting crazy.
Oh, dude, you're good. Yeah, she told me there was like some dog poop crisis. Tell me about it. Let's hear it.
Yeah, my dog dude, he gets like psychotic with basketballs.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but that's his vibe, man. And I was catching him eating it earlier.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, his fun game is to let's chew and swallow up the basketballs. And he's a Boston Terrier, so he's like shaking and like blasting it out like all over the front
Oh,
yard. So
God.
yeah, sorry about that, man. I
Oh,
apologize.
that's rough. That's rough. Hey, man, it's all right. We've all been there. We've all had some pets that have some issues and gotta take care of them. I get it, man. No worries. I've just
He's
been
like living
kicking
with an anime dog, dude. It's a wacko. It's kind of crazy.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Cool, man. So let's just kind of dive right in. So
Yeah, sweet.
Modern Day Escape has been kind of a band that I've listened to for like I want to say like 10 years, man. It's been a while.
Nice, man.
Um,
Nice. Yeah, we've been out for a minute.
yeah, and I actually, I think I heard of you guys back in like 2009 or 2010 or something like that. And then now you guys are making a comeback. How's that going for you guys?
It's cool, man. It's weird. I don't want to call it a comeback because we were forced to take a break. So
Oh, I
it was
see. Okay, okay,
kind of like
okay.
we got sidelined. You know what I mean? Like we're like, let us in, coach. We're ready to play. And then we're able to play finally. But yeah, no, man. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's cool, man. I'm really excited about it. It's going well. We had the first song we put out. We weren't familiar with playlisting, etc.
Oh, okay, okay.
So we being off for 6 years, like I had other side projects. I did like a pop punk band called Here to Stay. I did like an extreme metal band called Armada, but it was just me not wanting to get out of the game completely.
Yeah, I completely
So
understand.
because of the record label and stuff, I had to kind of stay low key,
Yeah, I
Rabbit
feel
Ears.
it.
Um, so yeah, man, the game changed a lot. So we put out one song. Yeah, we didn't know about playlisting yet, so we playlisted it, or we did not playlist it. I'm sorry. Um, then we took a lot of time. We worked with a guy named Joey Sturgis and a gentleman named
Oh
Tyler
yeah,
Smith
of
from I
course.
think his band's called Danger Kids. I think is that what it is?
I know both. I don't know them personally, but I definitely know both the names.
Yeah, so we worked with them on some playlisting stuff, and they taught us a few things, and then we spent like 8 months researching on our own, and then finally our last song, Sunny Places, Shady People, got playlisted, and we think Rabbit Ears, we understand it now.
Yeah, yeah, I understand. Because that's something I wanted to ask you is how things are different now compared to how they were back when Modern Day Escape was really doing its thing.
It's crazy, man. It's wild. Let me turn you up here, my little interface guy. You got
Uh,
such a soft, sweet, beautiful voice. I gotta.
oh yeah, my bad. I just like
No,
to.
it's okay. I gotta keep it balanced, man. Just because my ears ain't getting any tighter. You know, what I mean, the older I get,
Dude,
yeah, they're
I
like
feel
blown out now. So I gotta
I
take
feel
it
it.
easy.
I'm getting up there now, and I'm like, oh man, I can't hear
Yeah, if
anything.
one thing exactly. I'm like, yeah, if it's blown out, I'm like, please God kill me. So anyways, yeah, man, the game's changed a lot, dude. It's kind of crazy. Like with the playlisting now, that's now a thing. That's what rules the
Yeah,
industry. If you're not churning out 50,000 plus listeners a month, you're trash.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Nobody cares about you. Um, the eyebrows are starting to get rabbit ear raised because we hit 50,000 monthly listeners. You know what I mean? And once we hit 150,000, which is the goal, people are going to start probably being like, "Oh, we'll take you serious now." Okay,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
So with the Spotify playlisting, things changed. Obviously, COVID-19 is the thing now, and touring isn't happening.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? There's that. I don't need a record label anymore.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Oh,
mean,
dude. Oh my God, I'm so glad you said that. Uh,
yeah, I don't need a label. So
I have been saying that for a year and a half now. I'm like, hey, there is no need for a label. Like you can produce all of your own shit. You can put everything out. You have distribution. You can use things like DistroKid and put it literally everywhere for like twenty
yep,
dollars a year, man. Like,
yep. That's we have. We used TuneCore forever, so it was only TuneCore
yeah,
was the
yeah. I
distro
remember
service.
TubeCore. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we put the first single out, "Revenge Is So Sweet," on TuneCore, and it didn't do anything because it's not the platform that people are using.
Yeah.
Then I read about DistroKid, and we tried DistroKid, and here we are. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's starting to gain attention. So
Yeah.
now we have options of distribution like the Orchard. You have DistroKid. You got TuneCore. There's like 2 other services that artists use. That wasn't a thing when
Yeah.
we were doing our stuff. It was TuneCore or GTFO. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So that's different now. Like I said, we don't need a record label. We distro and do everything. We design everything in house, like all the graphics and stuff anybody sees, any of the lyric videos. We're doing all that by programs from our telephone. I used to pay. Shoot, I would pay up to $500 for someone to do a lyric video, and we did our own. I mean, it was hell, and it took a long time, but geez, you know what I mean? Like the power, because of technology, the power's now in my hands. I don't, if I wanted to fire everybody in the band and be like, dude, you're done. It's just me. It's the solo James Vegas project. I could. I could just pay people randomly to do music for me now and pay producers to mix them. I don't need anyone. I can do it myself now.
Exactly.
It's weird. It's weird.
And I've been saying I'm actually I'm in a music project right now where it's literally just me and one other guy, and we just write everything, and we haven't dropped anything yet, but we just write everything, and then it's so easy nowadays with the way technology is advanced and the way that things like Facebook and Instagram and YouTube have allowed artists to really be able to execute completely by themselves. Like 10 years ago when you guys were prime, you needed you needed the label, you needed all of that shit to really make it or come up or whatever. And I think things have changed quite a bit.
Even though our label was trash and they didn't help us do anything, and Modern Day wouldn't be where it is if it wasn't for me and our guitarist. But hey, whatever. Who's counting, right? Who's counting?
Who's counting? So I'm glad that you openly say that, because I actually wanted to circle back to it and talk to you a little bit about what happened with the label, if you don't mind opening up about it.
Geez, let me tell you what didn't happen.
Okay.
Everything. So that's clear. All right, we're good on there. Just to give you a backstory on how Modern Day got signed and everything, and what happened. So 2006, we dropped an EP, self-titled EP, because we just literally didn't know what to call it, so we just called it EP. Nice. People think that they're like, oh, you guys did that on purpose. I'm like, no, we just didn't know what we were doing, and we just found out the words extended play, so we're like, we're just gonna call it EP, and everyone thought that we did that. I don't know, so weird. Anyways. We were trying to do all this stuff. We were doing these dumb tours, and no one was taking us serious. And basically, at that time frame, it was you had to have a manager to get a label, you had to have a label to get a manager, and you have to have a manager and a label to get a booking agent. And we didn't have any, so no one was believing in us. Even though we were outselling a band called Seosin at the time through a company called Smart Punk Records, which is what ended up landing us Warped Tour and everything.
I remember hearing about that because I saw you guys at Warped Tour before, and I'm pretty sure that I actually booked you at one point in Arizona. Pretty sure
you very much probably did, and it probably was a crappy show because Arizona shows were never that good for us. Every once in a while they were, but not a lot of them were not.
I don't know. I don't want to speak.
No, it's okay.
That, but
no, it's okay, dude. A lot of our shows were terrible. We didn't have any promo. The label didn't help us. You know what I mean? It was literally us calling and MySpacing our friends, being like, "Hey, we're playing." Nobody knew. We had no backing. We had no grassroots. We had nothing. Our label was trash. Anyways, we ended up we had a couple offers from a couple record labels that we were turning down at the time, and Standby was one of the ones that we were trying to turn down. But our lawyer was like, "No, go with this." Blah 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 blah. The next day, we were supposed to sign with Standby Records. Our lawyer actually got indicted and arrested for solicitation of prostitution.
Oh, shit.
So our legal representation was gone. So we signed a terrible contract to Standby Records out of Cleveland, Ohio. And then we were stuck with them. They didn't know what they were doing. It was just very terrible. There's a lot of backwater deals going on. They had the in-house publishing company that they were lying and saying things like, it was called Jim Stark Publishing. And I recently found out, because I'm going through all this legal debacle with the contract and copyright and all this stuff. And I recently got Modern Day Escape LLC to me, and I'm in the middle of finalizing all copyrights and all that stuff because the label stole that from me. It was a sad sob story. We shouldn't have signed. We were 21 and we wanted to rock, and that's what we did. So you know what I mean.
So listening to that story, it actually kind of makes me think of something that I was talking about with a friend the other day about how so many bands will just sign the first label that comes to them. Just like, oh my God, a label wants us. Like, we got to take that. But they don't actually do the due diligence and necessarily like look at the deal and is this the right deal for us? You know, are we going to actually succeed taking this deal? So I kind of wanted to get your like opinion on that. Like, what all did you learn from that experience?
Well, like I said, at the time frame back then in 2008, there was pressure. Nobody wanted to work with you unless you had the other person. It was like a 3-piece puzzle: agent, manager, label.
Yeah.
So there was extreme pressure, and being a 21-year-old kid, not knowing anything about the music industry, because it's not like when you're growing up and your parents are like, okay, if you want to be a rock star, this is what you need to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There wasn't, there's no way you could know, but you just wanted to be in a band, and I wanted to wear makeup and get chicks. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what I was doing. I was a fat loser kid who stopped being fat, and I was like, oh, if I put makeup on, girls like me, sick. All right, I guess I'm wearing makeup then. Tight. I guess I'll learn how to sing too. Might as well. Here we go. Yeah, so it was a different time then, and even now, as things have progressed, and a lot of these young guns and these come-ups are doing, they're learning. They got the internet at their disposal. I didn't have the internet. I literally didn't have a laptop, bro, until I was 24. Let's just clarify that.
Yeah.
So I didn't grow up with the internet. My mom said it was the devil, and I wasn't allowed to have that. So I had a pager, bro, and like 2002, I had a pager until something around there.
Oh shit.
So I grew up very poor, bro. Like I'm saying, dude, Las Vegas trailer trash right here. You're looking at it, dude. So I didn't have all that cool stuff.
I get it.
So some kids don't know, a lot of these young bands don't know, you know what I mean? But now they're starting to wise up now, like I said, because of things, the internet, the information, anything I want to learn. I'm teaching myself Photoshop, bro. I taught myself how to self-record. I'm teaching myself in my 30s all this stuff that if I had this at 22, 23, 24, modern day would be in the top ranking. We'd be right up there at data remember. I don't care.
Yeah. No,
we've gotten shafted a lot by producers, record labels, management, dude, everybody who's tried to screw us along the way and stolen everything from me. And I didn't know any better to stop it.
Yeah.
That's changing. And no one's going to do that anymore.
That's good, man. I like that. Yeah. I like that mindset a lot, man. I like the mindset of, you know what, like we've gone through some shit, but we can still do this. Like, I like the.
Oh yeah. Never giving up, man. Like John Cena, dude. Never give up. Never give up.
Yeah, dude. And I like the fucking like, oh man, I did just demonetize my video, but I like the.
Don't do that. It's not good. Trust me, I know.
I like we'd be up there with the Data Remember. Like, I like that, man. I like that you're like, yeah, like I wholeheartedly believe in my project enough to be like, I totally believe we could achieve that type of status had we not, gone through this shit that we went through.
I agree. I think that, and I'm not saying that because like when I was younger, it was all about being cocky. You know what I mean? And because you had to like show who had the biggest wang. You had to flip it on the table, like, well, we're doing this. We've got this tour, and we're. Now it's not like that. I really believe that. Honestly, I feel that I personally have more to showcase to the world, talent-wise, more to offer, because it's more music for me is more now. Like, dude, the fact that I came up with an idea in my garage when I was 20 years old. To make a music and make a song called Maybe Holding Hands wasn't such a good idea. And the fact that it's changed so many people's lives and impacted so many people in a positive way, just that song throughout my entire catalog, bro, that's amazing. And I'm not ready to stop impacting people in a positive way on any level I can. You know what I mean? And I just don't want to, a lot of people tapped out, gave out. A lot of the people that have gone through what we've gone through gave up. I'm not giving up because, dude, there's a whole new generation out there, kids that need a voice and need someone to look up to. And if I can be that, I'm not going to quit until I become that,
Yeah, dude. And like, there's always new fans, like,
always. There's
always someone else. There are 7.8 billion people in this world. Someone is bound to like it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, and my lady, I went through a tough time, a lot of darkness with all this, cause I care so much about it. And she's like, I just really believe, she believed in me. And she's like, I really believe that you guys just haven't been shown to the right people yet. She's like, I think you've already done it. And then and more I go back over the past catalog of modern day, I'm like, man, we've already written 15, 20 hit singles. Just not enough people knew about it.
Yeah.
It's just no way. So now the game is obviously coming back with the new stuff is show that we've grown and changed and gotten better. And then on top of that, I want to reissue and re-record and remaster our old catalog and reissue and show people like, hey, this is awesome. You should check it out. I believe in
Yeah.
it. I love it. You should too. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah, dude. There's always someone out there, man. And it's like
Yeah.
you gotta spend your time looking and actually like put in the effort to find them. But once you find those people, that's what it's all about, man, for sure.
It's literally all I do, man. If I'm not at work, I'm at home, like grinding, doing
Grinding.
something for the band, creating new merchandise, trying to find new outlets, trying to anything, dude. Just, oh my God, I was up till midnight last night drafting up contracts. We just hired Lindsay, who you're talking to
Yeah.
her
Yeah.
media person. I'm paying myself, and I'm my bassist for the most part is paying everything out of pocket. Like I
Yeah.
go to work,
Yeah.
I pay my bills, whatever doesn't go to bills, and I put into the band. That's how it's
Yeah.
always been.
Hell yeah, dude. And that's honestly, it takes that. I was actually just talking to Michael Skaggs from Outline and Color earlier today. And he was telling me, like, one of these things that he was saying was for a newer musician, you shouldn't be so focused on how much money is going out. You should focus more on the bigger picture and what exactly it is you're building.
Yeah.
And so you bringing that up, like, it's definitely something that a lot of people or a lot of musicians need to look, like, understand that you're investing in yourself. You're investing in something that could eventually become something great. You just have to work at it and build it until it is that, you know?
Oh yeah, no, very much, dude. And Outline and Color is a great band to look at business model wise. They're doing great. They came off Standby Records with us. They went through the drama. Their stuff got robbed. They went through the whole thing. CJ Cochran, their guitarist, actually he engineered all the music for the new record for Modern Day on Transmutation. So
we were talking about
yeah. Oh, were you? Oh yeah, yeah. Did he say anything? They hate us, don't they?
yeah. No, we didn't. I don't want. We didn't talk about you much. I'm sorry.
Dude, it's cool. I was wilding out in their house, so it's all good. If they hate me, I get it. No worries. A lot of people do. They can't hang. Dude.
I mean, I don't know. We were focused on other stuff, I guess.
It's all good.
But cool. So a little birdie told me that you have worked as a scare actor at Orlando Studios, correct? Or
yeah, for Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida, for 3 years. Oh yeah.
Okay. So what's that like?
It was different, man. It was different for sure. It's one of the most intense jobs I've ever had. It's like I've attempted martial arts poorly. I've attempted wrestling, professional wrestling, or independent wrestling, like WWE style.
Yeah.
And it was hard, no doubt. But dude, there's something about working for Universal Studios as a scare actor that it's crazy, bro. Every time I did that event, I lost 15 to 20 pounds.
Oh, dang.
I would put down 50 to 60,000 steps a night.
That's crazy.
A night. Yeah.
That is crazy.
And it was hotter than balls, dude. And then pretending to be scary on top of that when you don't take yourself very serious. It's different. It's different.
I definitely understand that. Okay. So how has being like a scare actor, how has that affected your performance on stage?
Well, it's actually the other way around. Being on the road for 10 years, 8 years, pretty much straight, and then doing playing shows for 20 years now almost.
Yeah.
I don't really have any fear of crowds or public speaking to an extent, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
So I've always said, like, I could poop on a Megatron in front, on a Megatron TV in front of the world for enough money. I wouldn't even I don't care. So that was more impactful that way, like in reverse, just because I could go out and just be weird and do weird things without a mask on. And now my identity's hidden, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I could let it all hang out, obviously within rules of the company, not getting.
Yeah. No, I feel that, man. I feel that for sure. What got you into working at Universal?
So I applied for the job back when I was 21. And I got offered to be a chainsaw, like roaming horde is what they call them, chainsaw guys.
I hate those ones.
But I turned it down. And then 10 years later, I got the offer again, because Modern Day had gotten signed around that time frame, and we went on the road and yada yada. And then 10 years later, I got the offer again. So I was like, you know what? what better place than here? What better time than now? Cough, cough, Rage Against the Machine. So I YOLO'd and took the position, and it was a blast. It was so cool, man. I suggest anybody that ever lives in Orlando take the chance, or they do it in Hollywood too. Take the
Yeah.
chance and just do 1 year service for the company. The perks are amazing. I have lifelong friends. It's definitely worth 1 year doing.
Yeah.
Caps
So
lock 1.
that that's awesome, man. I have always actually kind of wanted to do that. I think it'd be a lot of fun to be. We've got Fear Farm out here. I mean, we don't have like Orlando or anything like that. Hollywood.
Where you at?
But I'm in Arizona. I'm in Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
So,
Gotcha.
yeah, we've got Fear Farm out here, which is like pretty good. And then we've got 13th Floor, which is actually one of the like world famous ones, I guess.
Yeah, they have. I think they have one here in Illinois,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Chicago, Illinois, somewhere around here in Chicago.
yeah. 13th Floor is actually really cool. It's one of my favorite haunted houses out here. From
I've
what I
never
hear,
been to it, but I want to go.
oh yeah, no, I would highly recommend it. But I've never actually been to Universal Studios in Orlando. I've been to the Hollywood one, but I've never been to Orlando. I've been to Florida a few times. I actually wanted to move out there one time. How is living in Florida? Is it hot and muggy?
Dude, it's hot. See, like Arizona, bro. Arizona's like a freaking like a hot bath that you can't get out of, dude.
Oh, dude, it's true.
When it
It is.
gets summertime out there, bro, I was born and raised till I was about 12 in Las Vegas,
Oh,
Nevada,
okay, my
in
dad's
Clark
from Las
County.
Vegas, so
Okay, so dude, where you're at in Arizona, probably the same
dude, yeah.
vibe as Vegas, dude. It's just that dust bowl, dude. It literally, like I said, I feel like you're in a sauna you can't get out of. You know, and it's like cranked up
I
on 100
pretty
some
much
degrees.
am, dude. Like
I
quarantine for me has been amazing because I've just been
right.
stuck inside. Like I'm just like, don't have to go and deal with that heat, bro. Like it's so hot out, dude. I think it was like 115 yesterday. Like,
Oh, dude, I can't do it anymore. I went out. I think it was last year to not like 2018. My lady went out and seen my grandfather, and we just did the whole Vegas thing because she'd never really been. And bro, just going to Hoover Dam. Oh my god, bro, I almost passed out like 10 times, dude.
oh
It's
damn.
so hot. It was
Ooh.
115 out in the canyon. I was like, what? I was like, how in the butts was I a little ass child flipping around on my bicycle, dude, kicking horny toads in the desert, karate chopping cactuses? I'm like, how did I live this life, bro? I was like, I don't even know. I can't. I'm dying. I'm dying now. I'm like, no way.
I'm dying, man. No, I feel that, man. It's hot. Try playing a show in a basement when it's 115 degrees outside and there's no AC. It's pretty rough.
I'm good, dude. Hard pass. Hard pass, bro.
Yeah, we have
Dude,
this venue out here called the Underground. It's literally a basement.
we've
And
played it.
yeah.
We've played it underground. Yeah, oh yeah, we have actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a cool place. Like I love the owner. The Nile's awesome, but like it gets hot, man. Like it's
Underground
like
launch pad.
it literally is like walking into a sauna. So
Yeah, I can't, dude. And dude, it's like, and dude, with this whole like me aging thing now, bro, like modern day has to get big enough to where I have a freaking my own space, air conditioner. You know what I mean? Like I want, like I'm none of this van BS that we did for years. None of this begging for $100 a night to play a show. Kiss my ass, dude. I'm not stepping out of my house until I'm making my salary as a bartender on the road.
no,
You know what
dude,
I mean?
I feel that.
I make good money doing what I do. I'm happy, and I'm not, and it's not just me. All of us, like our drummer has a kid, our bassist is married. You know what I mean? Like our other two dudes are married. One of our dudes is married. The other one's practically married. I'm practically married. Dude, we're too old to be playing these games, dude. So we better hit this juicy number. You know what I'm saying? We better hit these
Yeah.
juicy numbers, or if we're just gonna put songs out for fun.
I get it, man.
I can't.
That's the beauty of the internet, though, is like it allows for independent bands to be able to do that kind of shit. You know?
I hope so. That's we're trying for it, girl. I'm not leaving my house. I love the modern day community, dog. But
Yeah.
I will Skype you from my AC, pet my dog's face, sitting in my underwear, snacking on my chips, and leaving.
Oh, dude, I feel it. I'm not even wearing shoes right now, bro.
Oh, I was literally half dressed. I was gonna sit here in my underwear, and I was like, "No, come on, put pants on, dude. Be real. It's my
I,
day off today." I'm like, "You get your
I
mind right,
feel it.
dog."
I feel it. I feel it, man. That's sick. Cool, man. So, uh, shoot, I lost my train of thought. What was I going to ask you?
There you go. We were chatting about Florida and how it's hot and it sucks and it's
Eh,
filled with too many people and
Yes. Yeah, all of that.
Disney's cool,
Disney,
Universal's
Disney,
cool,
Disney is cool.
beautiful
I've
women.
actually, I've never been. I have been to Florida like 4 times. Five. I think I played out there a couple times. I played in Odessa and I played in Orlando and Pensacola. So I played there 3 times, and uh, and I drove past Orlando, Orlando Disney or Disney World, and
Hmm.
I was like, oh my god, I want to go. And my bandmates were like, nah, we're gonna go see some gators instead. And we went to this like gator world, and like, oh dude, it was so cool. There was because we don't see gators out here. Like I don't even really know they exist.
Oh, dude, I'd have to swerve going to Walmart so I don't hit them.
Oh dude, yeah,
When
that's
I
crazy.
lived out in the country for a while. I was going to Walmart, I almost wrecked my car because if I hit that thing, probably blown a tire too. I'll be honest, it's thick
That
skin, man. This
that
thing's
is
thick.
crazy. So okay, so you're a gamer, yeah?
Yes, sir. Very much so.
What are you? Are you Sony or Xbox?
So I'm PC for the most
Oh,
part.
okay, okay.
Other than that, I am PS4. I'll take just so you can kind of see it. I'll turn this around here for a second. Oh God. So we got the little
Okay.
PC going on
That's
over.
tight.
If you see right here. Okay, now so then I got all my
Oh,
monitors
there's
set up
me.
right here, little four screen. So this is part of my office here. But yeah, PC dude all the way. Like it's just the resolution so much better, man. It's just and I play with a controller like this. My third screen over here on my left. I literally turn my swivel chair and I put my feet up on my little leather thing, and I play like I got all the games on here. I got Steam and all that.
I
So
feel that. Yeah. What kind of games do you like to play? Like, what's your favorite type of game?
I like sandbox gaming. I
Okay.
like hefty looting stuff like BioShock, Far Cry.
Yeah.
I just like Dead Island. I like run around like a dirty little rat and snatching up all the cheese,
Are you a Fallout guy?
hoarding it. I attempted Fallout, but Fallout for me graphically and like the way the game's set up, it really reminds me of like oh my gosh, my brain's blanking. I'm not a Fallout. I was gonna show you.
Uh,
I was gonna give you like an example, but I can't. Skyrim. So
Skyrim. Okay. Yeah.
Fallout and Skyrim are like in the same realm for me.
Oh.
I don't like that. I like World of Warcraft.
I feel that. I'm not a
You know what I
huge.
mean?
I'm not a huge Skyrim guy, but I definitely understand the difference and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm not
Yeah.
like the character customization is way too much. I like more customizing weapons, so that's why I like
Yeah.
Dead Island and Far Cry and stuff. I
Yeah.
like spending more time like smashing things and shooting people than I do like if my guy has like a lot of pubes or not. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
just
I
like
feel that. Yeah.
I don't want
Makes
all this.
sense. Yeah.
So yeah,
Gotta make sure his pubes match mine. So.
exactly, dude. I like real bushy blue ones, dude. Like deep
Nice.
merkins, dude. Merkins down to the knees is my
That's nice.
vibe.
You
So
you said Far Cry though. I like Far Cry. Far Cry's pretty good.
yeah, I recently went back. They were having a Steam sale. I bought Far Cry 4.
Nice.
I was gonna buy 3. I was literally about to when 20 minutes I got the sale and then it ended, so I didn't get the rest.
Oh,
But
that's
I
cool.
played 4, 5, 5.2 basically. 6 is coming out. The graphics are gorgeous.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I got full on 4K set up here, so I cannot wait to see it in 4K. Do a lot of Call of Duty, World of Warcraft. My lady is like really well known in the community for playing Hearthstone, so she makes me play that every once in a while.
That's tight.
Dude, Lego games, bro. All the Lego games. I'm
Oh, dude,
such a
the Lego
sucker.
games are tight though. I feel that.
Oh god, dude, I'm addicted to getting the dots. Like half the time, I'll spend way too long on a level because I want to be a true believer or
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. Each game has a different thing, but
Yeah.
oh, dude, except
Absolutely.
for Lego Harry Potter. Get out. No, dude, my lady makes me play. Oh god, I hate it so much. She loves it. I can't stand it, bro. It's so boring.
Dude, I definitely understand that. It's like when your girl's like, "Hey, play this game with me, please. Watch this TV show with me." My girl doesn't game, but like, but sometimes she'll be like, "Hey, watch this show with me," and I'm just like, "I don't want to watch Grey's Anatomy." Like, come on.
I got lucky, and about a year and a half ago, maybe almost 2 years ago, I got my chick into like really gaming.
Oh,
And I showed
nice.
her what streaming was, and then it's taken off for her.
Oh, that's sick.
And she's like being scouted by Blizzard now, and
Oh,
like all this
sick.
stuff. And like, I don't know, like she just kept going and grinding and just crushing it. And like, dude, if you could see her office, like I'm still like my office is a whip. I still got to like repaint it and stuff, and I got my figures up in here, but dude, hers is like full on. Like she has her own name and neon behind her, and like all her Funko Pops and like fluffy carpets. And she's not, and like the crazy thing is, she's not like an e-girl. You know, the girl's like, oh my god, I would show you my boobs, but it's against Twitch's policy. Check out my OnlyFans.
Yeah.
She's not like that. She's like, she wears like onesies and eats snacks and just smashes people's asses in Hearthstone.
She's just
and
an
like
actually
she's
good
crazy
gamer.
respected. Yeah, she's actually a really badass gamer, and
Yeah.
like
Nice.
she's crazily respected. So like when we started it, like I was like, oh, I just want a hot girlfriend that plays video games, and it turned into, oh, streaming's a thing, you should do this, and then it turned into, holy hell, like she's actually making killer money at this, and
Yeah.
people, she has a huge community. I'm like, whoa.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
it's kind of weird how.
Yeah, no, man, it's definitely it's crazy, man. I talk about it all the time on the podcast about how easy it is to make money online nowadays, and like
Yes, it
just-
is, but it's not. It's
Like,
confusing.
exactly.
It's up and down. It's like it's yeah. It takes work, but it's tangible.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, easy in the sense that it is way easier than it was 10 years ago. And
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
it's just like it's doable, you know, like that's what I mean. Like it's one of those things that like it feels like it's impossible, but it's really, really not that impossible, you know?
You just gotta honestly, like, it took her about a year getting to the point where like am I close enough to the microphone? I could sit like this if you want.
Oh
like,
no, you're actually better when you're farther away. When you're like super
okay,
close.
yeah. So I try to give it.
Sounds
you know.
yeah. Mine's like really quiet, so I gotta.
Yeah, dude, you're literally like sniffing at this whole thing. Like you just holding it to your face.
Dude, I'm just holding, bro.
Is this all video or is it audio only?
It's video. It's both. So here's the thing.
Because I specifically want you next to me, like sniffing the mic. You're just like, so what's it like being in a band? Yeah. What you need to do is get one that like it's got a crazy color. Like I have ones like hot pink, and then like you should do it and switch them up. Like that should be your thing, dude. Like crazy microphone covers and have them get more insane. Like ones that look like a mustache, so you're holding it up. Like, dude, that's how everybody know you, dude, for the interview, dude. Like,
that's actually a good goal. I think I'm gonna start doing that.
I would watch you just solely based on what wild ass microphone cover is this dude gonna be stuffing in his nose today.
Dude, I'm just gonna grab like the rainbow, get like a deck.
Get one that like lights up, like turn the lights low, and like make
dude.
one that like has tape laser pointers to it, and just keep randomly shining it into the camera for no reason, just like just being annoying about it, and just.
Oh,
like
sorry.
This.
Oh.
Yeah, between two ferns, dude, with musicians, that's what you should do, bro. Just be and ask questions that just don't make sense.
Dude, yeah. Between two ferns of musicians. You ever watch the Eric Andre show on Netflix?
Oh my god, are you kidding? Of course, bro. I love it. Dude, time to deliver a pizza ball, dude. I said that for like a month straight every day. I just walk around my house delivering pizza balls to nobody, and I didn't even have a pizza. It was great.
That's awesome. Cool. So that people don't turn this video off, let's get back to business.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So what is it like? What are some of the big goals that you guys have as Modern Day Escape? I know you mentioned the 150 streams. What else are you guys like trying to cook up right now?
It's more or less like I said, we really want to we announced it. So we're releasing a Maybe Holding Hands acoustic version.
Oh, that's sick. Oh, dude, I love acoustic versions of songs. Sorry.
Yeah, we've never been able to because unfortunately it just didn't work out, or nobody was really talented enough, yada yada.
Yeah.
And now like I said, with the world changing, I can just pay people to do stuff for me, which is sick, so it works out. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a Holding Hands acoustic version. Like I said, the goal is to have around 150 monthly listeners, just because, like I said, the industry, whether it's labels or a solid management or whatever, or sponsors, give you an eyebrow lift at 150,000. It's just what I've researched. So I want to do that. It would be cool to get back on the road. I heard Warped Tour might be firing off next year. Rabbit Ears, I don't know.
I've heard rumors, but
I've heard rumors. I heard rumors that Chris Franzak was thinking about purchasing it. I've heard all these different things. It would be tight to catch a date or three.
Yeah.
Just like old time's sake, just to get out there and like I miss Warped Tour. I miss sweating in jeans, and I'll put a black wig on with long black hair on again if I have to, and 6 pounds eyeliner and 17 belts, whatever, it'll be fun. Dude, just, I don't, the goal is really just to, like I said, to impact as many people as we can for as long as we're allowed to, I guess, really. Yeah. I mean, I miss doing this. It's fun, bro. It's cool. I like the fact that I'm way more business minded, and I say business on a loose term. It's music, but it is also a business at the end of the day. Yeah. Man, I just want to reach more people and just have fun. I guess the goal is to have fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And have full control and be able to do what I always wanted to do,
Yeah. No, I feel that, man.
And it would be nice if it would pay the bills one day. You know what I mean? It's a taboo for musicians to talk about, like, oh, people pay us to make it. At the end of the day, it's a service. Music is a service. Yeah. Just like if you wouldn't expect to go, hey, a really expensive, cool artist, Banksy, right? Hey, dude, you want to paint this thing for my living room? Just do it for free. It's okay. It's art. It's free. At the end of the day, it's a service. You know what I mean? Whether you're painting a car or painting whatever.
Absolutely. The way I see it, dude, is it's like you wouldn't go to a movie and expect it to be free. Why do you try to expect these bands and artists to play for you for free?
Exactly. Tom Cruise wouldn't come to your house and do a back handspring over your freaking, kitty cats.
Exactly, dude. It's all
for anything
all
under a couple million. Yeah, exactly. So it's at the end of the day, realistically, as an adult, you know what I mean? Some people are super hardcore, like, you should do it for the love and the passion.
Nah,
which
bro.
I do it for the love and the passion. But also, honestly, I'm in my 30s now. I want to make money doing what I love.
Yeah.
It's not. So the goal is to kind of have fun and maybe pay my bills. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
So I could just have fun, just make music, just change people's lives. You know what I mean? Just tour, do whatever like the other guys do that I'm friends with, that I started with.
Yeah.
I just want to kind of do what we all started to do, and they got a chance to, and I didn't. So hopefully I can do that.
No, I feel it, dude. I feel it. And it's all about the grind, dude. And it's all about like, I'm really glad that I get to talk to you, because it's like you've been doing this a long time, as have I. And I've
1,000 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been around since 1952.
Yeah. No, I feel that, man. But it's like, it's just it's interesting to talk to you and get your perspective on things, and like see what it's like in that brain of yours, man.
Well, not a lot of people be real too, like I am. A lot of people put on a fake front. I used to. I'll be honest, dude. When I did interviews, I was young, bro. We were goofy as all hell, but I kind of fronted a lot because I felt like I had to. Like I said, we were under pressure from the label. A lot of my peers were taking off and they were doing things, and I knew how much pieces of trash those guys were.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're giving these interviews. I'm like, kiss my ass, bro. You are such a trash bag. Don't they were fronting, so I kind of fronted too. And now I'm like, I'm older, bro. I don't care anymore. I want people to, I want people to like it. I don't care if anyone likes me, but I want people to like the music, obviously, so I'm just going to be realistic, dude. And if people can vibe with that, cool. If they can't, like, what am I going to do?
I feel that 100%, dude.
I'm not going to stop. I clear up and stop. The regulator didn't stop me. Everybody's tried to bury us or smack talk us or whatever. I'm not going to stop here.
Yeah, no, I'm about
I'll bite them. I'll bite them all.
I'm about it, dude. I definitely feel that, and I like the girth. I like the grind. I like what you guys are doing, man. And it's cool to like see you guys, like, I don't want to say come back, but it's cool to like see you guys after.
Oh, I was just kidding. You can say comeback. It's fine. It's true.
No,
it technically is a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback though.
I know. You see what I did? The sophomore slump of the year, or what is it? So don't call it a comeback. That would be my goal, to work with Pete Wentz, dude.
Oh, dude, I'd be all about it. Pete Wentz is, I love that guy.
They're so good, bro. Mania. I know a lot of people hated on Fall Out Boy's last record, but dude, it hits me deep in the feels, bro. Just, it claps my heart cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Like when I listen to that song, dude, it claps my heart cheeks.
Dude,
so good.
I definitely understand that. I'm all about Fall Out Boy. I'll be honest though, I don't really I don't like listen to most of their like more present stuff, but their older stuff. When I was
a lot of people don't.
In my emo phase, like, dude, Fall Out Boy, all about it. Fall Out Boy, Modern Day Escape, all those bands.
Yeah, dude. I remember before I was in Modern Day, I was in a band called, excuse me, sorry, New Haven, back in the day, and we were on B3 Records.
That sounds. I was gonna say that name sounds familiar.
It was like with Shy Halud and Local Porn Star and all these other guys. We were on doing this thing,
Yeah.
and long story short, there's this. It was like this church style venue. I forget what it was called, but we played a show with Fall Out Boy back in the day, and it
Nice.
was a benefit show. Like, I mean, this is like when I was like a teenager. It was a benefit show. It was before Take This to Your Grave. And it was a benefit show for this dude who was having like a heart transplant. And I remember getting like off stage, aka like this small riser in this like community church. And I was like, these guys are nerds, bro. They're never gonna go anywhere. Look at them. This music sucks. And literally like 3 years later, Take This to Your Grave comes out and they blow up. And I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then I shut my stupid mouth. And now I friggin' love them. You know what I mean? I love them.
That's awesome.
Dumb idiot. I've said that a lot about a lot of bands. I'm like, dude, these are stupid. These guys suck. Never gonna go anywhere. And then 3 years later, dude, I have the curse of like if I'm like you're never doing anything. Literally 3 years guaranteed.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Guaranteed, dude.
That's what it's all about though. Like there are a lot of bands like that. That makes me think of like Haters and stuff. And there are a lot of bands that deal with like people who are just constantly like, oh, you're not gonna make it. Like no one believes in you, all that shit, and you just kind of.
Oh, I get it all the time. Oh,
yeah, I'm sure of it, man.
Somebody just what did somebody say that it is? I felt bad. I mean, just give you a quick story. I looked at the kid's profile, and he's clearly not a thin gentleman, and neither am I. I've always been a big dude. I'm 6'1", 250 pounds, dude. I've been a beast man.
I'm 6'3", bro. I get it.
So dude, you know the struggles, bro. You can reach cans, but you're sad because you don't want to reach cans. You know what I'm saying? Like on the cabinets, you're like, I hate being so big, but at least I have these snacks. So I get the struggles real. So anyways, this kid, because there's a whole new lineup in Modern Day. Obviously, everybody who's watched their career is like, dude, the only dude that's sitting around is the guy with the Pikachu tattoos. So this band is like a damn brothel, dude. The doors revolving all the time. I can't help that. People are failures. That's not up to me. Anyways, the kid goes on. He's on the internet. He's like, Troy. He's like, I don't recognize all these other guys. And then our bassist, right? He's like, well, that's James Vegas singer. He's like, yeah, I know who the fat one is. He's like, but I don't recognize all these other guys. And then I looked at the kid's profile, and he's like a little chunkster too. And I'm like, dude, what? Me? So I think like he got hated on for being a big boy, and then he's trying to take it out on me, and us. And like, there's a lot of people like that, and those are the people specifically that I want to reach. Like,
yeah,
I can't count how many times I've gotten hate like that, and I've personally written people and like, hey man, what's up? Tell me what's up. Like, you getting bullied? Like, what's your vibe? And people are like, oh, I can't believe I'm talking to you. And they get so shocked. I'm like, listen, because I can take hate all day, dude. I eat it up and it empowers me. The more hate I feel I'm getting, and to an extent, obviously, without people, trying to poison my dog or blowing up my house or something. The more hate I get, I feel like success is closer. So, but I always try to turn it around. I've reached out to hundreds of kids and just been like, hey, what's up? What's going on? I've literally personally written them like, are you okay? Like, what's the deal? And guaranteed every time they turn around and they're part of the community or join the fan base or whatever, every time.
Yeah, dude.
So I love when those people hate on me, or they're like, they'd be back in the day, be like, he looks like a fat copycat of Ronnie Radke. Ugh! Like that was like the comment on YouTube forever. Like, broke YouTube's comments on our music videos.
The amount of people that would like compare you guys to me to Escape the Fate, I'm just like, oh man, they're so different though. Like
that was the thing. You know why? Is because we had the word escape.
Yeah.
So Escape the Fate, Modern Day Escape, and then on top of that, we all dressed like women.
Yeah.
And had long black hair with lots of makeup.
Yeah, that's true.
We all loved Guns N' Roses and Motley Crue a little too much. You know what I'm saying? And then we both Escape the Fate for the most part originated in Vegas, and I'm from Las Vegas and James Vegas. So it's like it was a deep correlation. We literally came out at the same time. They got lucky and caught a show and opened up for My Chem and got signed by Epitaph.
Yeah.
Not saying that Escape the Fate isn't great. I love them. They're great. You know what I'm saying? I used to be personal friends with a chunk of those guys.
Yeah.
As many bouts as I've had with Ronnie Radke, I don't care anymore. We're too old.
Yeah.
Wish him
No,
the
I feel
best.
it, man. But in reality, I mean, it's sometimes that does happen, you know, like sometimes you do just get lucky to an extent where you're in the right place at the right time. But
It-
that's not always the case, and there are way more bands out there that have definitely succeeded on their straight up work ethic and girth and content and all of that. And
oh
that
yeah, dude,
brings
it's a deep grind. A lot
that
of guys out there.
yeah, and that brings me to a question I wanted to ask you about content, like
Okay.
being in the modern day world with
See what you
technology.
did there.
Yeah, yeah.
You like that? Yeah. Name's timeless, dude. Did that for a reason. Name's timeless. Okay.
But no, being in the modern day world where content is essentially king, how do you feel being, you know, a band, and like what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, I don't know if you follow my personal social media, but I'm on a deep grind all the time.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
my
I follow
stories,
you on
like,
Instagram, yeah.
yeah, so I don't let my personal like Instagram stories because it's connected to Facebook, so I don't let my personal stories go under 5 posts a day.
Okay.
Um, I watch a lot of Gary Vaynerchuk. I don't
Yeah,
know if you're familiar with
yeah,
him. Super motivating dude. Sometimes I watch it too much,
yeah.
but it keeps me motivated. I'm trying to find that motivation, and he's all about the social media game. I personally, I'm too old to do dances on TikTok with like hot dogs taped to my face. I can't do it. You know what I mean? There's some integrity that I have to an extent.
Yeah.
I'm definitely, ready to, I mean, at the end of the day, if someone's gonna be like, dude, I'll drop you $1 million cash right now if you wear a tutu and do a back handspring into a giant puddle of pudding, I'm gonna sign. I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna sign. But at the end of the day, if I'm not catching that check, you're not gonna catch me, on the street, basically,
Yeah.
where I'm at. So I personally grind on my social media. I think it's extremely important. There's a business balance where if you have a product that you're trying to push, whether it's music, merchandise, food, or anything anybody's out there doing, you have to balance your product with social media. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
really, there's a deep grind. But
So,
like this is good.
oh, so you mentioned Gary Vaynerchuk, and I know that one thing that he does is he says documentation over like creative, having to be creative with your content every time. How do you feel about that? Like just kind of documenting the process.
I think it's a very good thing. I did not. I did, but I didn't document a lot of modern. Just like use modern day as an example. I did, but I did not document a lot of modern day stuff because it's really overwhelming. I'm doing it now more so because of technology being easier and more affordable.
Yeah.
I have, grossed a fair amount of money and invest a lot of money into things like cameras, gimbals, 4K this, iPads this, this editing software, and I've learned all this stuff, yada yada. So now from here on in, from transmutation on to anything else modern day does, the documentation process is going to be extremely thorough, and we're always going to have a crazy amount of content because I'm able to do so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before we'd have to pay some stripper. I mean, for Undergun, we paid a stripper chick literally like $500 to come out and film the entire process, and she didn't do the best job, and it was just not very good. And it came out in a DVD extra for some of those things. Not good. But to get back to your question, I think documentation of your creative process is extremely, extremely important.
Yeah.
Because people who care about what you're doing want to know how you do it, whether they attempt to achieve it and fail, or they just attempt to achieve it, or they just watch as someone who thoroughly enjoys the content. I think it's just very important to
Yeah.
the whole process. I love seeing, dude, my favorite show, bro, I think it's on Science Channel, is How It's Made.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that stuff, bro. There's a show right now on History Channel called I think it's called American History on Food.
Yeah.
And it talks about, dude, it talks about Henry Hines and all the other dudes, the McDonald's guys and like the KFC guy. It talks about how they all started, and Milton Hershey, how he started an entire town, and the dude didn't even have a formula of chocolate yet, and he's building a freaking town based around the fact because it's a giant dairy farm territory. He didn't even have the chocolate. He's like, he had an idea that it was going to work, but he didn't have it. Yeah. That kind of stuff, the documentation of the process of that and how that guy became to be, what we know today as Hershey's chocolate bars, just using them as an example, or, us in the modern day in the studio filming transmutation, or, when I watch other bands that, that I'm pals with, like Atreyu, even though I'm friends with these guys, I still love watching. I love how they're doing it. I love what they're doing. You know what I mean? Yeah. They're my friends, some of them are friends. I don't want to get too excited here. I don't know all of them. but you know what I mean? I thoroughly enjoy their music as a fan of music, and I thoroughly enjoy the process of how they do it. And I want to know how they did it because I like what they're doing. You know what I mean? And if I can enter some of that into my own product, why not?
Yeah.
So I think it's super important. I don't know. If you ask me a question, I tangent hard. So
Oh, dude, you're good. You're good.
strap
I'm
in,
trying
kids.
to
We're going
make
for a
these things
ride.
longer anyway. So
Yeah. Oh well, I can go all day, baby. I can go. Longest podcast in the history. Everyone's like, dude, like I stop watching after 2 minutes. That's usually what everybody says.
I'm usually like I'll make it like an hour in, and then I'm like, I don't know about all that. I'll be real, but
No, hey, it's talking. Not hurt my feelings. I get it. Sometimes I need to shut up. I'm not good at it. So it's
no. I'm saying when I like watch podcasts, I'll watch like an hour.
Oh, yeah, I get. There's only one podcast I listen to like consistently, and it's Corey Graves from WWE has a wrestling podcast, and I thoroughly enjoy how he presents his content.
Yeah, there's this homie of mine actually just recently started one. It's a fitness content, or it's it's like fitness, and because he's like a power lifter and he's like super built, but it's called Swolesome Content, and it's like he talks all about like all that stuff, and right. I said that. I was like, oh, nice.
Is it a wholesome content, swolesome content?
Wholesome
Nice.
Content.
Makes me want to like hug marshmallows. I don't know the sound of that. I just want to just squeeze a big marshmallow, just give it a little kiss on the little marshmallow face.
Yeah, but no, I listen to that one pretty regularly. But cool.
So yeah, the long story short, documentation process of content creation is extremely important.
Yes.
To put it out there for anybody who, if you're trying to get people involved in it, they want to see it from the ground up.
Yeah.
They want to be there as it's building, whether it's your career or a product. So I wholeheartely yes.
Yeah.
And we're in the day and age that everybody has the availability of technology that doesn't live in a dumpster, basically. You know what I mean?
Speaking of content creation, you want to show up on my story on Instagram right now?
I'd love to. It's my dream, sir.
All right, sick. So I'm gonna do.
Are you gonna do a little Insta post? Yeah, we should, huh? I'll do a little.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little story on my Instagram. Just be like, yo, what's good? So I'm actually recording an episode right now. Oh, fuck, I fucked it up. Hold on. Let me redo that. Yo, so I'm recording right now with James Vegas from Modern Day Escape. What's up, dude? How you doing?
Hey, man. Somebody here. I hope everyone enjoys that one. They're gonna be like, "What is this guy?" I have to tune in now.
Oh man, I love it.
I'm done taking this career too seriously,
dude. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I want to have fun, dude.
It's all about being authentic and like 100% being yourself. Like
that's what I've learned. Agree. Like continue, but I've recently. I know it sounds stupid, but I've always been myself to an extent. But recently, I've really dived into. I'm just a weirdo, so let's get weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's like like you were saying earlier, you got to put up, or you felt like you had to put up a facade or an image or whatever that you had.
Oh, very much so, man. Very much so. And like I think back, and it was painful. Like it was put me through some stuff when I had to break out of that shell.
Yeah. And I feel like in the modern day, the modern day, we're
gonna get away from it.
Every time I say it now, I'm just gonna be like, oh man.
Every time you say modern day, you're gonna be like, oh god,
that band though.
F him, dude.
Nah, never. But yeah, no. In modern day, it's definitely something that. Oh shit! What were we saying? What did you say?
Well, basically, I think what you're trying to say. So, I mean, I'll jump onto that. So basically, It's more being yourself, being weird, being out there, being different. It's more like acceptable society-wise.
Yeah, that's the word.
So just things like look at conventions, right? I mean, you would have never ever. My hat is always turned funky in these things. Oh God, I'm just trying to get it straight here. Okay, cool. You would have never seen adult men dressed in a furry wolf costume with a spot for their wee-wees to come out to make sexy time with other wolf ladies.
Yeah.
That would have never been a thing. Pornography conventions are a thing now. Just conventions alone, and up until COVID, obviously, were massive. The gaming community could TwitchCon, BlizzCon, MegaCon, Comic-Con. I can go all day. SuperCon, DragonCon. These communities of just people being weird, rabbit ears, and different is now accepted.
Yeah.
To where they never would. There's a guy named Dr. Disrespect, just for example, obviously you know who, and probably anybody listens to this. There's a dude, he's older than me. He's probably in his 40s. Has a freaking mustache, a mullet, weird, crazy sunglasses, and a bulletproof vest, and plays Call of Duty and smokes fools. You would have never seen that 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You would have never seen that in 2006 when modern day started. That wasn't an option. These internet, YouTube, TikTokers, and people doing all this stuff, it wasn't there, dude. If just because I liked like watching D&D and playing Tekken and watching anime, I used to get beat up for when I was growing up. Like, and now these are the kids like me, you know, the nerdy kids. All those guys are running the world.
Yeah.
There's, you know what I mean? Like they're making my cousin's like the nerdiest, goofiest, most awkward dude ever, and he works for Microsoft developing Minecraft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He would have been smoked if he grew up with me. He'd have been murked in the hallways.
Yeah.
So it's crazy how much more that being yourself and being weird is acceptable. And now I've always been a weirdo, dude, like a deep weirdo, not like a weirdo as in like, you know, like I, you know, finger cats or anything in the basement. But like, just like, I've just been like goofy and weird. And I like to say when it comes in my head or whatever, but now more so than ever, I'm just open about it. I'm like, dude, look, I like hentai. Okay. What's up, dude? Yeah, dude. Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. You know, that's cool, bro. You know?
Yeah.
I like, you know, over the age 18 cartoon women in half naked clothing. It's not, you know, whatever.
Amen.
What it is.
Nothing wrong with that.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying using that because like hentai's still kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like alien monsters diddling ladies, you know, adult ladies. You know, it's what they, you know, I'm just kidding. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just letting it out now. I'm letting it all hang out. You know,
dude, I definitely feel that, and I'm 100% about it. I have talked about it before about the use of having an image and like having your band kind of be a brand and like how that could help your band and all of that. But I feel like so many times there are bands that get the lines between having a brand, having an image or whatever, blurred between like who they are, and they just become that brand, you know, rather than being themselves and that brand being a reflection of themselves. So I definitely agree, man. It's okay to be weird. It's okay to do weird shit nowadays. Like, just be yourself, man, and people will eat it up. And
it took me a long time to do that. Like when I started Modern Day, I was very myself, very open, very weird. It was for the EP and stuff I was writing, like Beauty Killed the Beast, like how I was like impacted by that movie King Kong with Jack Black when it came out.
Oh yeah.
Just, you know, March of the Dead, like I was like real sad, and I was sitting in a graveyard smoking cigs, being all dark and weird, and March of the Dead came out, and it was it was written about myself and my girlfriend at the time being caught in a zombie apocalypse and how we would handle it. You know what I mean? Like I was super weird and out there, and then it got us attention, and then House of Rats came out, and then I felt like I had to put on a facade, and I felt like pressure from, you know, all the other bands that were coming out at that time in 2008. You know, and then being on the Warped Tour circuit and what I thought people wanted me to be, which is like metal and more heavy. So I was like, oh, I've got to do this. And, you know, like I was just taking on too much influence and listening to the public opinion too much of what they said. And, you know, I had these guys I was touring with super cool long black hair, and they were so skinny, and they had the big Aerosmith mouths, and they could sing like, you know what I'm saying? They had the snaky Scott Weiland, you know, Stone Temple Pilots. And I'm over here being this kind of choffy, you know, like, or chuff, I like to call, like, chubby buff kid, you know, like that didn't fit in with anybody, like in the scene. Like I was stuck out like a sore thumb. If I would have just stopped trying to be everybody else, start being myself, probably would have gotten a lot further. And now that I'm older, I don't care. So I'm just going to be my big chuffy self. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's what it's all about.
What it is what it is.
Be yourself 100%. Cool, man. So let's go ahead and start wrapping this up. I like to end every interview with one specific question.
Okay.
And that is, if you had a new piece of advice to give a hustler, someone who is just trying to break into the scene, like trying to start a band, trying to be a freelancer, whatever, trying to break into the music industry in some way, what would it be?
Ooh, that's tough, man. Because there's like 50 like little, you know what I mean, things you could say that are like tips and tricks to.
Yeah. There's always
realistically, and now, and you know what I mean, what I would have said 10 years ago doing this to what I'll say now is, dude, you don't need anybody but yourself.
Ooh, ooh, preach, brother.
You know
Let's
what I
hear it.
mean? You really don't need anybody else but yourself, man. Oh, or was that a vibrator? Did you just click a vibrator on and buzz it out at me? Is that what you did to me? What was that sound? The fact that you're looking around to check for one, as if you may have one on the other side of the screen. I had to drop something heavy there. I had to break up I don't want to get too heavy and serious on you. But no, man, you know, one piece of advice, you don't need anybody but yourself. The world's at your fingertips, especially with the internet and everything, today's generation. Do what you love and do it as long as you can, and don't let anybody take it from you. You know what I mean? So I would go back and tell myself that, you know. Oh, that's what it was. You just had a short. It wasn't a vibrator. You had a short somewhere. Your mic's out. That's why I can't hear you. That's what that was. You had a little short somewhere. It goes, guzz. Oh, I think you're back. You touched something. Tap it. Tap the mic.
Check.
Yep, you're back.
Okay.
That's what it was. You had a little short there. It was like, guzz. It literally sounded like you were like, preach, brother. And you turned the vibrator on. I was like, where's this going? I mean, I'm cool. Let's see what
Preach,
happens.
brother,
Let's go.
get weird.
The microphone also is like, bzzz.
Oh, that'd be, yeah. I just pull up a dildo. Like, what's up?
Honestly, you should do an interview and literally with the mic screen, just put it on a pickle, like one where you're doing the entire thing on a pickle, but have the mic like hidden behind it. You know, you can get one of the thin boom mics.
Yeah.
Do one with a vibrator. Just different microphone and tips, like different things you can do.
Just take bites of the pickle every couple minutes.
100%, dude. If you're like, yeah, wow, that's great. Dude, if you did that, like, I honestly, anything to keep people engaged, bro. I 100 vote for this, dude.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I'm definitely about it.
I just changed your game. Look, you don't have to give me creds, dude. People can rewind it back to this and go, that weirdo, he came up.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So we started doing the pickle thing after the interview with Modern Day Escape. Okay.
Dude, pickle, put bananas. You can just bring it up with bananas and just slowly take bites out of it every once in a while. Anything that's phallus shaped.
Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, all right, man. Well, James, thanks for hanging out with me, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks, man. I'm glad to be on the podcast, bro. I appreciate you bringing me on, and thank you so much. And hopefully we can do it again, man. Let's have a round 2 again. Let's
absolutely
do something different.
Before we wrap this up, though, give me your plugs.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, I need them. Let me get up.
Oh, here you go. There you go. All right, here you go. Oh, look how gross. Dude, they're all gross, God. Bro. When the light hits them, like, oh. Oof. Oh, this smells like old bags of rice.
Old bags of rice.
So, yeah, you can just go on Instagram at @officialmde. Somebody stole Modern Day Escape from us on a lot of handles because they thought it'd be a fun game, and they got me for now. I'll get it back. So yeah, it's @officialmde. Pretty much on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Just look up any videos. Just look up Modern Day Escape. There's a bagillion. Google it, Modern Day Escape. Just whatever. Just go to Spotify and listen. Really, that's really
Modern Day Escape. Just
Modern Day Escape, dude.
Just put it in their heads. Modern Day Escape.
Modern Day Escape, dude. Anytime you think of the word, you're like, it's like a modern day. Oh, that son of a bee. That silky son bitch.
It's just so smooth, man. It's so smooth.
Try to do like peanut butter on your nipples, baby. Just roll it on.
Nipples. I like it.
Peanut butter and let the doggy take it down. All right. I'm going to get out of here before everyone's dude, forget about this guy. I'm out of here. All right, my guy.
I'll catch you later. Peace.
Later, dude. Later.